Pop the top, it's time for another video to drop, and today bringing you guys a little something different. Usually I would throw this type of content into the Hot 600, but I really want to talk about this more than 600 seconds, so we're going to be doing it in a long form, I guess you could call it. Mainly what I want to talk about today is how I would improve WWE 2K20 online, you know, because obviously 2K19 we ain't getting nothing because the game already been out, you know what I mean. So with 2K20, I mean, I doubt there's anything like I'm about to say is going to be remotely in the game, but this is what I would do to make a better online experience, because I feel like that's something really big with this. Is like, I love the 2K games 100%. They're probably my favorite wrestling games, honestly. And I know that's kind of like weird to say, like for some people that's like, whoa, what do you mean? Here comes the pain, blah blah blah. And I'm like, but 2K, I like the gameplay. I like the gameplay of 2K a lot more. I like the simulation based a lot more than the arcadey style. So the 2K games really suit my play style. But the one thing that it always lacks to me is modes. I feel like Universe mode has not been tapped into as much as it can be, and it hasn't been for years. I feel like even when THQ had the license, they never did as much as they could with Universe mode. And that brings me to my first online improvement. I really think that okay, pause. Before I say the first one, I mean, we already know that obviously better servers are going to be the #1. But number 2, I guess is what you would call this now. Online Universe mode. And now my whole idea for a Universe mode is simple. I think that for a Universe mode, you should be able to do something similar to like how EA Sports does with the Madden franchise. In the Madden franchise, when you start a franchise mode, you get to choose 3 options. You can be a coach, you can be an owner, or you can be a player. I feel like those 3 principles would be very, very good in a Universe mode. I feel like you should be able to pick if you want to play as just one person in a Universe mode. I feel like you should get to pick if you want to play as the general manager of the Universe mode. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. GM mode could be put into Universe mode seamlessly. And then last but not least, you could be the owner of the company and control all of the brands, all of the game, basically what Universe mode is now. So I feel like that's basically how I think Universe mode should be. And with that said, I definitely feel like online Universe mode is something that would make the game last a while. Because when you think about it, everyone loves playing with their friends. Everyone loves acting like they have championships. Everyone loves having like these little leagues and stuff like that. Everybody does it. Everybody loves playing with their friends in private matches. Imagine you had a Universe mode for you and your friends where you could get on and you guys could all play Universe mode. It kept the stats and everything like that. It's just Universe mode. Your booking is kept. Everything you do, it matters. It's not just a regular exhibition. I feel like it would be an improvement. Okay, Scott Dawson. I feel like it would be a great improvement. A very, very good improvement to have online Universe mode. Now, granted, with the servers, I mean, you're going to have to think about it, or is it going to work? But I feel like an online Universe mode would be a lot more used than, say, a Road to Glory mode. I feel like Road to Glory is probably my least favorite thing that's been put in the games in recent time because, well, I don't feel like a lot of people play it. I feel like it's kind of pointless, but that's just me. Obviously, it's just opinions here, but that's just me. I feel like that's kind of pointless, the Road to Glory mode. An online Universe mode, I feel like would definitely improve the online situation, especially if you add in, say, a GM mode style to Universe mode. Then you could have, like, online GM mode, and that would be insane. That moves on to my next point, online GM mode. If you're not going to give us online Universe mode, how about a GM mode that you can play online? It'd be lit. That's all I'm saying. I don't need to really go into GM mode too much. Everyone knows what GM mode is. If you don't, go look up GM mode. Go watch Up, Up, Down, Down. They got a great GM mode series, as many of you obviously know. But an online GM mode where you can play with your friends and everything like that, it would be so dope to me that I could just do that and just go on and dominate some people in GM. Oh, no. I don't want to get eliminated. No! All right, anyways, my bad. I'm recording this obviously live, as you can tell. But basically, what I would want for an online GM mode is, let me just move real quick and pick last so I can actually talk now. Excuse me. There we go. So that's why I like doing these, by the way. The Hot 600 is more so precise. I have everything written down that I want to talk about in bullet points. This, I'm just going off the cuff, spitting ball ideas, basically, is what I like to call them. Just toss them up, talk about it. No real agenda, but we're talking about the main concept of fixing online and how it could make the game more playable. Yeah, online GM mode. I just feel like 2 and 2 go together. I mean, playing GM mode against the CPU, yeah, it did get a little bit boring, but if you could play against your friend, say, around the world and be like, hey, well, guess what, bud? I'm beating that ass in some GM mode. I'm beating you into ratings this week. It'd be great. It goes along in the same principle of the online universe mode. Now, something that doesn't and something that's completely different, I believe, and this is an I believe because I'm pretty sure after talking with some people that it was a feature in the EA MMA game. Not EA UFC, EA MMA. I believe you were able to spectate other people's fights in that game. I believe. So, what I'm suggesting is that for 2K20, it would be awesome if we could spectate matches. Now, this kind of goes along with the universe mode online, because say you have an online universe mode, and say like you got 10 people, 10 of your buddies are in the online universe mode, and say, hey, George is like, hey, yo, Paul, you trying to have the championship match right now, and I'm like, yo, is George gonna beat Paul? Is Paul gonna beat George? I gotta see it live. So I'm gonna click spectate, and I'm gonna join into the lobby, and I'm gonna watch them battle it out. And now what spectating can do for non-universe modes is where I'm going with my next point. Online lobbies. I feel like online lobbies returning to the series will be a beautiful thing, especially if you have this spectate option. Now, if you don't know what the online lobbies are, back in the day, back on like SVR 06, SVR Original, and SVR 07, I think is the last year that they had the lobbies. You were able to make lobbies and basically play through the lobbies. So it'd be so much easier if they brought that back, because it'd be cool to like have everyone load in. I mean, I'm thinking kind of a Tekken here, where in Tekken you can kind of watch fights. I do believe, I could be wrong on that too, not really too big of a Tekken guy, but I do believe in Tekken 2, everyone in the lobby can watch the match that's happening. And I feel like doing that in a 2K game would be very, very entertaining, because you could just watch people fight it out and battle it out. I mean, I don't really view the WWE Games as a great game for competitive play per se, but at the same time, I do think that if you add in a spectate option, you throw in, say, championships or something, have it where you can defend, like, say, for instance, the creative championships. Back in on SVR 07, you were able to make your creative championships and defend them online. And if you lost, your opponent would grab that creative championship and get to save it. So I feel like something like that would be very cool to do too. I feel like something like that would be very cool to introduce, because that would make lobby play really fun. Say I have my N2O Brainwash Championship. I walk up in the lobby and somebody's like, hey, yo, is that Nitro? Is that Nitro? Hey, yo, Nitro, I can take your belt. And I'm be like, no, you can't take my belt. Who you think? Who are you? You ain't taking my belt. And we can have a good old one-on-one match real quick. And then you know what's going to happen. Crack the dome. 1, 2, 3. It's over. I'm going to retain the title. But the fact that you can try to take the belt is going to be amazing. Like, that would be amazing. And then you could have it in your, like, records like, oh, he is on an undefeated streak right now. And I can be like, oh, word? You on an undefeated streak, right? Well, call me Brock Lesnar, because I'm about to break it. And like, something like that would be very cool, I feel like. Just, you know, lobbies, it would bring a lot back to it. Like I said, online GM mode, which also goes hand in hand with the online universe mode. That's the main mode that I would love to see being brought in, is an online universe mode. I feel like that's the last thing that they need. Well, okay, let me take that back. I feel like that's one of the things that they need to do to really like revamp universe mode completely. Because universe mode, that's a whole nother video for me to rant about. I've loved universe mode for so damn long, and it feels like it just feels like universe mode never gets lived up to the full potential, sadly. But with the online, man, I feel like that's the biggest thing, is these wrestling games are really fun when you play it by yourself, obviously, but we want to play with our friends, and like, I want to be able to have a universe mode with my friends, and I want to be able to be like, hey, the tag titles are on the line this week, you trying to team up with me? I mean, we can defend them real quick. That would be dope. And imagine if we had a universe mode where you could just pick one person to play as, and then on that schedule that week, say, or even this, imagine you could join a universe mode online, right? Imagine you could join as like a player, but say you join my universe mode, like say for instance, I hosted a YouTube, basically my subscribers, basically a universe mode for the subscribers, right? I hosted it. I get to book every single week who's in what matches. And then imagine you get to join and pick, say, for instance, whoever you want. Say if somebody wants to join as Chris Jericho, boom, they join as Chris Jericho. Guess what? Jericho, you're in the main event match this week. You're fighting for the title. Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay. And now expanding on that, imagine the guy that's playing as Chris Jericho and say the girl is playing as Kane. And they're going one-on-one in the main event. It would be awesome, and I think it's very possible with the way the technology works nowadays. I mean, you see other games like theater mode and Call of Duty and stuff like that, and Fortnite, for instance, theater mode is there where it can save full games, and you could use the camera even after. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to record that match in the universe mode menu. And now, obviously, this is just more or less an online universe mode video at this point, but imagine Jericho and Kane have their match, and it saves to the theater for the universe mode. And I, as the owner, can go, all right, cool. So Jericho and Kane's in our main event. I'm going to put that up top. And then as the more matches get done and they get filed under the under the universe mode theater, I can put together all the clips together in the online universe mode theater. And after we get all of the matches done and all of the promo battles and stuff done, then, or even, oh, here's another idea that just came to mind. Instead of promo battles, imagine if I, the owner, can book like story designer type cutscenes in the midst of everything. That would be really cool. And then, at the very end, whenever I get all the matches done, everyone, like somebody's playing as Eddie Guerrero. And after Eddie Guerrero faces, I don't know, Brock Lesnar, after that match gets done, I can put all these matches together in the theater section, and I can save it, and then I can, you know how on YouTube you got premieres? It'd be cool if like in universe mode, on theater mode, which we're talking about, all speculatory, that you would be able to premiere your universe mode show to everyone that's on the roster. So everyone can file in tight, get in a party or something, go on Discord or something like, and I can be like, hey guys, you guys ready for the show? Everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna watch it. So then we hit play, and then boom, it plays the whole show out. You get to see each match as they happen. Of course, you would be able to spectate the matches as they happen live, or you could wait for the post-show production, essentially, air quote production, essentially. I feel like something like that, man, it would make the game so dope. It would make it so dope in the sense that, like, your universe mode would be popping then with your friends because you would be able to watch all the matches. You'd be able to spectate live if you wanted to. You could even have it an option where the owner of universe mode could be like, hey, we ain't doing live matches here. We all gonna get together and be real cozy, and we're gonna watch it on Saturdays, all right? Bet. Everyone get their matches done by Saturday, or I'm gonna have to simulate it, and I'm gonna have to pick who wins because of it. Hey, little Johnny, you didn't do your homework? Well, guess what? That ain't my fault that you ain't do your homework to get to play. So you know what? Beth gets to win the match now. So I'm gonna make Beth Superstar win. Like, stuff like that. It would be so cool, man, to have like an online universe mode like that. And I mean, you can ask Aaron, Simply Better AM. You can ask him every single year. I always say, man, an online universe mode, that would change the game. That would make the game last all year long, especially with ideas like this. I'm just saying. So let me know down below in the comments. Obviously, we're not going to watch the full damn Rumble. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think would fix 2K20 online? Like, what would make you play the game all year round and have fun doing it? Because that's the issue with me is, like, I love playing the wrestling games, but at some points it does become stale. It does become stagnant, sadly. And I feel like I said, a lot of that has to do with there's not really that many modes to keep your attention. So with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the video, go ahead, or if you are new to the channel, excuse me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 3K. If you already subscribed, hit that bell so every single time we upload. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And as always and forever, take it easy though, guys. Peace.